one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Nittany Lions kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. See it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for space. It's Rodgers. There's some room. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Saying from the gun on third down. He's going for a big play downfield and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Direct snap. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the country. Starting the year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent. But how do you take this season, and how do you take step one today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got to prove it. You haven't played anybody yet. You haven't necessarily earned that #1 in front of your name. So here's your opportunity. A lot of fans watching. A lot of people are excited to see just how good you really are.
And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. The offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for room. It's Hansen. A A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to him again. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period.
Okay, EA Sports is in the game.
The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ohio State's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw a fourth down someplace? It's not fourth down, and the punt team's on the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Bunch formation for these receivers. He might want another play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the...
Flying out to the left. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First carry of the season for this transfer. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
To the air, it's Beck. Stepping to the right, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
Well, in that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Laterals it back. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Jackson. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. He wants to change this route. Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
First carry of the season, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Nice move to keep running. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Finding some room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Powers through. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Saying. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go, ready. I'm ready, go.
They'll give it on the counter. Got enough for the 1st. He's got 42 yards for them on the ground already in this 1st quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Rodgers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Throwing, say it. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, maybe a double pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. The give to the back. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it's Hansen. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
22.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Sayin to throw. Bringing the heat. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun on third down, Sayin. Makes a catch at the 20. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Sooners in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. There he goes.
Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
Past the 20, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Running inside, it's Peoples. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's back. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game in particular. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, that's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Well, that's incredible to think about, and you think about some of his past runs that were so amazing.
Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He breaks a tackle, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's looking deep. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll go with a direct snap. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Ready, go!
They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball.
Got a little grass. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you've got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it. They're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Zayn unloads to the wideout. Fires left side at Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would try to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 72 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field.
Ready. Blue, 22. Go, go.
They'll give it to People. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Squid. Flash. Go!
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Booster.
To throw, it's Beck. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Ready, go!
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give. Fights off a defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Tackled there by the defense. Once again, taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.